Hello and welcome. We are now inside of Facebook.com, and in this course we're going to be looking at the process of doing live video on Facebook. And what you'll be able to do once you complete this course is you will be able to understand the technical process or even to share your screen using Facebook video. We'll also take a closer look at the Facebook Creator Studio, which will help you when you begin to post-process your videos once you have created them live. In fact, we'll look at two special programs that you can possibly utilize to monetize your video, whether it's live or recorded. We'll also look at some things you want to take into consideration if you intend to use your mobile device to do your Facebook live broadcast. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now, if you're going to be using your mobile device in order to do your Facebook Lives, there are going to be some things that will be helpful to you when you're doing your live broadcast. And because you're not likely to be sharing your screen, you will be basically photographing either yourself or a subject. That being the case, you're going to need some kind of tabletop tripod in order to use with your mobile device. And depending on what kind of subject you're going to be taking, you may even want to have some kind of full-length tripod that, again, you can take your selfie stick attachment to place on top of the tripod. If you currently don't have a selfie stick attachment that will fit on top of a conventional tripod, you can get the retract version of the selfie stick. This attachment at the top will actually fit on top of a conventional tripod. Now, the audio on most mobile devices that are being produced, fairly good audio. However, you can improve that audio. Now, when you do get one, you are going to want to verify that it's going to work properly with your Facebook Live broadcast. If you're going to be doing interviews on your Facebook Live broadcast, you can buy dual mics, but once again, whatever mic you get, you are going to want to make sure that you verify that it's going to work with Facebook Live specifically. On most iOS and Android mobile devices, there is a compensation factor for the lighting where you're going to be shooting. However, if you need to improve the lighting, you can buy lighting that's going to be fairly inexpensive as well as helpful. And the pricing typically makes it so that you can use it in your home studio or portably. A lower cost version of lighting that will be helpful to you is the traditional hardware store clamp lamp. And you can compensate for the brightness of the actual lighting by placing white hosiery on top of the lighting. And those are the minimum requirements that you will need in order to make a decent Facebook Live video. Now, there are a few more items that you can get that will be helpful to you, even if they are not mandatory. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now, when you're doing your Facebook Live broadcast, you're going to need to make sure that your device stays charged, and you're also going to need to make sure that you're connected robustly to your internet. And one of the ways to do that with the iOS device specifically, now parenthetically, we would say that you can also do this with an Android or Windows device. In fact, it's going to be easier than it's going to be with an iOS device. You're going to need some way of being able to use an adapter that will stay plugged in to your device as well as to the wall. And you're also going to need to plug into that same adapter as well as being able to plug in to your Ethernet connection. And what this will do is this will allow you to keep your device charged while at the same time being connected to the internet securely while you're doing your live broadcast. Now, it's possible that you will need to connect to more than one device at the same time. However, before you purchase, make sure that these devices are going to work not only with your device, but also with Facebook Live. And again, in order to do this with an Android or Windows device, the connections are actually going to be simpler to accomplish. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now, in order to do Facebook Live on your desktop, you are going to need to have some kind of personal computer. Typically, that's going to be a laptop with some kind of webcam that works well with your operating system. If your computer or your laptop does not have a webcam, you are going to want to get some kind of webcam that will show your profile while you're talking to them on the camera. It makes sense also that you have some kind of external microphone. You can get a USB microphone, or you can get some kind of headset that will go into your stereo jacks. Now, if you intend not to be on camera, but you're going to be presenting using your PowerPoint or some kind of presentation software, you're going to need something like Office 365, which actually gives you Microsoft PowerPoint. Of course, you can also use Google Docs, which has Sheets. In order to process your content after you've completed the live broadcast, you're going to need some kind of editing software. You can get editing software with Screencast-O-Matic. You can also get that editing software with Camtasia Studio by TechSmith. And for the Mac, there is Telestream ScreenFlow. Now, these tools are going to be the minimum that you're going to need in order to go live on a regular basis. And of course, you can also work with your lighting and background to give your videos a professional feel. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now, if you're going to be using your desktop to go live on Facebook, there are a few things that if you get them, they'll be helpful, even though they're not mandatory or necessary. And if you're going to be doing demonstrations, one of the things that will help you to navigate the screens will be having an additional monitor that you can put things onto to stage them while you're discussing them on your Facebook Live. And this is going to be specifically when you are sharing your screen. If you are traveling, you can accomplish the same thing with a portable monitor. This also comes in full HD in 1080, so that you will not lose any of your resolution or your widescreen video. You can make your background acceptable on a less permanent basis by using something like a 4-panel folding screen. You can typically get them at a rather inexpensive price if you buy them new. However, you can typically find them inexpensively used on sites like Craigslist. Now, if you have a problem with ports and screens being available on your ports on your personal computer, you can get something like a universal docking station. This will give you additional ports for your additional screens as well as your devices and hard drives. Welcome back. Now, before you decide where you're going to go live on Facebook, you're going to want to make up your mind about how you want to go live. In order to demonstrate that, we're going to go to a particular fan page. And what we're going to do is just click on the live video button. And one of the things you're going to notice is that you have access to your camera right away. And this camera does not require you to have any software. All you'll need to do is to make sure that you are connected to Facebook Live. And when you do that, you're going to notice there that in the middle, you have access to change the webcam you're going to use. You have access to change the mic you're going to use. But most importantly, you also have the ability to share your screen. In order to do that, all you're going to do is to click this button. Now, this button is going to be grayed out, seemingly, but if you click the button, you're going to then get access to see all of your screens. So you can decide that you're going to demonstrate your screen using Facebook. You can also demonstrate a specific application window. What you can also do is you can demonstrate a specific Google Chrome tab. Now, the most versatile is going to be if you have multiple screens and you're able to use your entire screen, because what you can do is you can slide screens in and out. So for example, if we were to select screen 3 and to click share, you'll notice then that we have a particular screen. But in the middle of the live broadcast, if we wanted to discuss something different, all we would need to do is to bring that screen over. And we can do that if we have multiple screens, or even if we don't have multiple screens, we can pull up a different screen. And if that's the case, all we'll need to do then is we'll need to slide that screen over and then maximize it where we're going live. Okay. Welcome back. Now, you are now looking at the Microsoft Edge browser, and we have clicked the live video button. And what you'll notice is that Facebook is telling us that we need to try broadcasting on the latest desktop version of Chrome or Firefox in order to go live with our webcam. And so that is what we are going to need to do. Now, if you attempt to use the Opera browser, you're going to get the same message with Facebook requesting to use your camera or your microphone. And when you go to either Firefox or Chrome, you're going to get the message asking you to use a specific camera and a specific microphone. And you're going to need to choose the one that you're going to want to use, and then you're going to need to click Allow. For what you're going to notice by using your camera, what you're going to notice when you attempt to use the camera in Firefox, that the option to use your screen share does not exist. And in order to go live in Google Chrome, you are going to need to have the Facebook screen sharing plugin for your browser. And if you aren't prompted to go look for that plugin, you'll want to search for it. And you can find the plugin inside of the extensions inside of the Chrome Web Store. And once that plugin is installed, you'll see the option there, and you'll also have access to your camera in order to start your Facebook Live. Okay, so welcome back. Now, in order to go live on your personal page, you'll find this process is very easy. What you'll need to do is you'll need to come to the same place where you are making a post, and you'll click on this live video button. When you click on the live video button, you'll then be given the screen where you can then use your camera in order to go live on your Facebook page. Now, even as you click on the button on your post, you can decide to then move your post to another location. So we can use this drop down arrow and we can choose any of these other locations. However, if we're just going to use our Facebook page and profile, our post will be shared on our timeline. At that point, we can tag specific people in our post, and we can do that by clicking this button. We can then start writing in the individuals that we want to tag. We can add in emoticons. We can also add in our location. Now, one of the things you'll want to do is you'll want to consider how you want to actually post. So for example, one of the things we can do is we can decide that we only want certain individuals to see this post. We can decide to add in a poll with a specific question while we're going to be working on our live broadcast. And whoever we decide is going to get access to this video, you're going to have notifications being sent out that you are live on your video and that others can come to see it. Now, it is a gray area as to whether or not you can post specific advertising on your personal timeline in Facebook. So you're going to want to have specific understanding about the terms of service and about how it applies to how you intend to use Facebook Live on your personal profile. Welcome back. If you are the owner or the admin of a Facebook group, you can go live right into that group. What you'll need to do is to go to the group, and you'll need to find the group where you're an admin. You'll want to click inside of the group. Once you're inside of that group, all you'll need to do is to find the posting area, and then you'll be able to click this live video button. Now, the default setting will already be activated. You'll see there that it already has the group that you want to go inside. It'll already have the share in a group feature. Again, this is the same drop down arrow that we saw before when looking at sharing something on your timeline. And all of the same items exist. You can then share your screen or choose to use the camera. You can write in your title. And if you are doing this in order to demonstrate a video game, of course, you can write in or tag that video game in this area. And just as you did with the timeline, you can then add in poll questions in order to ask individuals while you're on the live broadcast. You'll want to write something inside of your description. Once you've done that, you'll then click Go Live. Now, the individuals inside of your group will get notification that you are going live, and you will then be able to interact with them inside of this window. You can also click this button in order to invite friends to the live broadcast. And you can invite these individuals in this box they will then be able to join you inside of the live broadcast and have discussion with you, even if they are not part of your group. What you can do then is you can then click in live video once the process is done. Facebook will ask you if you want to end the live video, and you can then click end. You can then either choose to delete the video or click done, and if you click done, then the video will then be part of your recording set inside of the group. You'll then be waiting to find out when the live video will be ready inside of your group. Now, after some time has passed, your video will then be available inside of your group. It'll also be available in this videos area inside of your group. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now, you can go live right from the page that you control or that you own. And in order to do that, you're going to do just as you would if you were going to do it from your personal profile or from the group. You'll just scroll down to the place where you're going to make a post, and you can then click the live button. This will give you access to the same set of controls that we have seen in other videos, including the same drop-down button. Now, one of the things you'll notice at the very top of your page is you'll notice that there is a link here for publishing tools. So we're going to click that link. Now, there are several ways for us to create videos from this page. And the first thing we'll want to do is to click this link that says videos. Once you're inside of the video area, you can then click this button that says live. Now, by default, you'll then be on the side that requires encoding software. What you can do is you can click over to the side that says camera, and then you'll see the controls that we have been discussing in this course. Now, what you can also do here is you can go inside of this post area and you can create a draft or scheduled post. When you click the create button, what you're going to see is that you have two choices. You have an event or a regular post. And in order to use the live video, what we're going to do is we're going to create this event. We're then going to give the event a name. And what we're then going to need to do is we're then going to need to publish. Of course, we will need to select our category and then write in our description. And then we'll click publish. What we can then do is we can go back to our page, we can check for our event, and it is there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click this home button, and we can go live from any of the other ways that we want. And so, for example, one of the things we can do is we can then click this live button, and this will take us to the controls that we are used to looking at. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to then go to this drop down arrow, and we're then going to look for an event. And once we pull this drop down arrow, we're going to write in the event. Now, for the sake of this video, we changed the name off camera to Thomas Duncan's new event, so it will be easy to find. And so what we're going to do is we're going to write in the name of that event, and we see our event here. And now we're going to go live inside of the event page, either sharing our screen or by using our camera. Welcome back. Now, the process for going live using your mobile device is the same as it would be on your desktop. What you're going to do, in this case, let's assume that we want to go live in one of our pages. Once we find the page where we want to go live, what we're going to do is we're going to click this publish button. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see that there is a camera, and that camera is your go live camera. And so what you'll want to do is you'll want to click that red camera. Then you'll want to click the live video button. Of course, you'll want to write in your description. Now, for the sake of this video, this camera is rear facing, and it's also covered by a cap. Now, if we wanted the camera to be front facing, all we would need to do is to click the button at the very top in the middle, and that will turn the camera back toward us, the subject. Now, in order to start the live broadcast, all we would need to do is to click the Start Live Video button, and that will start our live video. and would then be broadcasting to our page. And of course, this would go on until we completed our broadcast. And once we completed the broadcast, we would then click Finish. Then we would have choices. We can choose to post a video to our timeline, which is enabled by default, as well as to upload in high definition. We can also save the video to our mobile device in the iOS system. And once we have made our choices, we can then click the Share button. And then the live process will be complete. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now that you have your video, you are going to either want to download it or embed it to your website. Now, to download the video from your personal profile, you're going to notice that at the three dots, you're not going to see an option to download the video. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to click on this post link. That's going to take you to this enlarged area. What you will then do is you will go to these three dots. You will then click this link that says Download Video. Once you come to your page, you'll find your video. You'll then see that you do not have the option again in order to download the video. So what you're going to want to do is come to your right side. You're going to expand the options. You're going to click Videos. And then you're going to find the video. You're going to click on top of that video. You'll see the screen open here. And then you're going to go to these three dots. And you're going to be able then to download your video. If you are inside of your group, what you're going to do is you'll see your video here. What you'll do is you'll open up the video section. You'll click on top of the video that you want to download. That'll open up into the screen. You can go to the right-hand corner. Then you can download your video. And that is how you can download your video from all three locations. Okay, so with that, thanks, and welcome back. If you go inside of your page and you go to the Publishing Tools area, you are going to come open to this area. And then if you scroll down, what you'll see is that there is in the Tools section something called the Creator Studio. And you're going to click that link. Now, the Facebook Creator Studio is an area where you will get tools in order to work with the videos that you have on Facebook. It allows you to manage your content across all of your pages associated with your Facebook ID. It will also give you insights and help you to understand your audience. And you'll see all the pertinent items on the left side menu. And the Creator Studio is part of the Creator Launchpad. And the Launchpad will give you apps to help you with your videos on both iOS and the Android system. And both the Creators area as well as Creator Studio will give us insight on what we can do with our videos now that you are completing them on a regular basis using Facebook Live. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back. We are now inside of the Creator Studio, and the first thing that you're going to see on the left side is going to be your content library. And if you click that link, you're going to notice that you're going to see the videos that you have posted across your pages inside of your content library. You will not see the videos that you have posted to your personal page, nor will you see the videos that are posted to your Facebook groups. But what you can do inside of your content library is you can upload videos. So for example, if we were to click this upload button, we can then upload our video to any of our pages. Once we've written our identifying information, we can then click publish. Now you'll notice that when we click the publish button, we have four choices. We can publish now, we can premiere the video, we can schedule it for the future, or we can even backdate the video. And once we have the video, what we can do is we can go back to these three dots. We can edit our post. We can then click on this button, and what we can do is we can auto-generate an image as our thumbnail, or we can add an image for our thumbnail. And we can add that image from our hard drive And if we don't like it, we can change it again. We can then click the distribution button. We can then choose other pages where we want to cross-post our video. In order to do that, we'll need to add the pages here inside of our page so that we will then be cross-posting with other pages, specifically with the pages that we designate. If we need to add titles and subcaptions, we can do that in this area. And we can then add in any custom labels that will help other people to find the video when they're looking through Facebook. And once we've published the video, what we can do is we can go back inside of this publish button and we can choose a scheduled date in the future that the video is going to expire. Once we've determined what we want the videos to be, we can then click Save. Of course, we can then take that video, we can click the Share button, and we can share that video to a specific page or share inside of a group. And in this case, we can pick one of our existing groups and then click Post. And then our video will not only be inside of our page, but it will also be inside of a group in which we manage. Welcome back. Now for the videos that are posted to your pages, you can actually determine how they're doing in terms of traffic and awareness. First, what you can do is you can go to these three dots. You can then click on View Post Insights. This will tell you how the post is done and how the video is doing within that post, including audience and engagement. You'll be able to look at the likes and shares for this particular post. What you can also do is look at all of your posts at a glance. And you can do that by going to the next section down from the content library, and that's the Insights section. And this will give you a glimpse of all of your videos and what they're doing. And now one thing that you'll want to keep in mind is that your insights will only be for those videos that you personally uploaded or created, and these will not be videos that have been cross-posted, so you won't get statistics on those. You can get statistics on how many people are following you and how much they are following your content in the follower activity. And if your videos are monetized, you'll be able to tell which videos are performing for you and which ones are not. Okay, so with that, thanks. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to discuss the monetization of your Facebook Live videos. Now, as of the recording of this video, Facebook is now rolling out beta testing YouTube-style monetization for video creators on its platform. And this will be for those that upload videos to their pages as well as those who do live videos. Now, the nature of live video monetization is going to be different from the uploading of videos. The monetization will take place in the form of what is called ad breaks in Facebook. And this will occur while the individuals are going to be watching, and the ad breaks will occur also after the video has been completed. Now, in a very recent blog article, the following facts are in place for live video monetization. To get eligible for Facebook ad breaks, you're going to need at least 2,000 followers on your Facebook page. Once you get that, you're going to need to have at least 300 people watching your live stream before you launch your ad breaks. You're going to need to set up ad breaks for each page or profile that you go live from. And once your live broadcast is ended, you'll continue to make money as people watch your video once it's been posted. Yours will not be able to skip your live ad breaks. And live broadcasters that have received copyright and community standards warnings will not be eligible to use the ad breaks feature. And then the split for Facebook video advertising is the same as with YouTube at 55% to 45%, meaning that you'll get 55% of the ad revenue and Facebook will get 45%. And you'll want to keep this in mind as you build your Facebook presence and you determine where you're going to be doing your live content. Now, for a full explanation, please visit the article by Akshay Chandra at the web address that you see on your screen. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you. Welcome back. When you visit the site facebook.com facebook.com/creators, you're going to see at the very top that there's a link that says Launchpad. You're going to click that link. Now basically with Launchpad, this is in addition to the monetization project, and you'll need to apply here at this link. Basically, in addition to your monetization, Facebook is going to be willing to pay you bonuses on 4 additional qualifying videos. Now there are going to be some stipulations. This is going to currently be for video creators in the United States. The videos will need to be longer and considered to be authentic content. In addition to the cash benefits, Facebook will be promoting the videos throughout its network. Now when it's said that the video should be longer, Facebook defines that as 3 minutes or longer, and that they should be brand safe. And basically, there should be some evidence that you are looking to build community around your videos. Now you are going to want to make sure that you read their eligibility standards and that you are complying with the basic terms of service. This is going to be important. And so your application will involve you picking one of your pages. Obviously, you're going to want to pick the one that has the most activity or the one that has the kind of community that you think Facebook would be looking for. And in evaluating your application, they're going to be asking you some questions as well as looking at the rest of your social profile. So once you've answered all of the questions, you'll then want to click Submit. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. If you look inside of your Creator Studio and you go down to the left-hand side menu, you're going to see an area here called Rights Manager. If you click inside of that Rights Manager, your page will be blank until you go to this drop-down arrow. And what you're going to do when you get to the drop-down arrow is you're going to notice that some of your pages are going to be enabled to use what's called the Rights Manager. And the Rights Manager is designed to help you to protect your original content that you create for the Facebook platform. And what it does is once you have posted your content, Rights Manager will then look for and detect your content on Facebook and Instagram. Now, the program is not going to be retroactive as it says here, so it's not going to go backwards in time once you post your videos and once you're accepted into the program. So what you'll want to do first is you'll want to click this link that says Apply for Rights Manager. You'll then need to select the pages that you want to protect with the Rights Manager. You want to read through the terms and then click Accept. You'll then write in your contact information and then you'll go through a confirmation process. And then while you're on the Facebook platform and while your content is there, Facebook's algorithms will look for matches of that content and notify you through your contact address. Okay, so with that, welcome back. Now on the left side menu, if you go down one spot, you'll come to the Preferences area. Now the Preferences area allows you to add in individuals to help you manage some of your pages. So for example, what we can do is we can click this Add Person button. We can then type in a name or an email. We can then select a specific page that we'd like to assign them a role to. And then we can assign the role to them. So in this case, we can assign them as an admin to a specific page, or we can assign them as an editor, a moderator, an advertiser, or an analyst. In this case, we're going to assign this person as an admin, and then click Save Changes. And when we make a change like this, we're asked to re-enter our password. We're going to do that and then click Submit. That person has to accept the invitation to be an admin. Once they do, they'll then be part of this page to help and assist manage it. We can also change page roles. So if we click this link, you're going to see here that we can also assign a new role from this page, and we can then change some of the existing page roles. So for example, if we want to cancel the invitation that we sent to this individual, we can click Cancel Invitation and then click Confirm. We'll then need to enter our password to continue, and then that individual is no longer managing the page. So if you want to have an outsourcer or someone to assist you in managing your videos and your content on your pages, you can do that through the Preferences section in the Creator Studio. Okay? In conclusion, you're likely to be in the position of many marketers, entrepreneurs, and content creators on Facebook. You have both a business page and a group that you manage, and you want to be able to go live in both of them. And so what you can do is you can go live by starting this button. We're going to click Go Live, and we're going to go live onto our page. What we can do is then go to that actual page. We're going to open up a tab in that page, and we're going to go to that tab. You'll notice then that your video is live on your page, and what you can do is you can then click the share button, and you can then share into a group. Once you do that, you'll then click Post, and then your live broadcast will actually be inside of both your page and your group. And as you can see, this video is now live in the group as well as the page. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course.